Most people take the check. Mark Wahlberg took the $200 million instead. Hi, everybody. Welcome to my channel, Amanda's Playbook. Today, I'm talking Mark Wahlberg. And here's why. Because Mark Wahlberg became a very, very rich man, but not from his acting necessarily. He actually became very wealthy because he didn't just endorse brands. He used his fame and used his influence to own parts of brands, or as I call it, influence equity. Example, he built Wahlburgers into a $100 million business. He invested in F45, which he grew in 5 years to a $200 million stock option. He then invested now in Flecha Azul, which is a tequila brand. And here's the real deal. He didn't just do this with brands. He did this with every project. He negotiated the back end of the movie. So instead of, for example, taking like a $5 million check up front, he would take zero up front, but have a piece of it. And then in the long term, if the project's successful, he makes exponentially more. It's like when the tide rises, all ships sail. Could he have lost? Yes, of course. But in order to win really big, you have to take some kind of risk like that. And he takes calculated risk. He trusts, he's confident in his influence. He's confident in his ability to scale, to drive influence in front of the right audience, to scale a business. Now, there's no one in almighty influencer across every audience, right? So maybe he wouldn't be a great influencer for, say, arthritis pills. I don't know. This is just off the top of my head. But what my purpose here is that rather than just trade influence for dollars, partner. If you are really influential in one sphere, rather than trade that for dollars up front, partner with somebody who's got a product or service that you love that serves your audience and scale together. Partner, collaborate. That's influence-driven equity. So I think we actually have all done some form of this in some way, which whether we think of it that way or not, whether it was intentional, whether it was, to scale a business or just a collaborative partnership. I remember one of my favorite ones was, again, at the time, I didn't intentionally go for it this way, but I just really, really, really loved this very bougie place, Aspen, Colorado. And I was young and had no real way to finance myself going to Aspen, let alone have a workout studio right in prime Aspen location. And so what I did was I learned about some of the different workout studios and yoga studios and fitness studios there. And the monthly leasing is very expensive. And I approached one of the newer studios that had two female owners that were just really cool and really collaborative, and they had a great following, but they were just really growing their business as well, and they had a location. And I asked them if I could partner with them and use their space and do classes there, also certify instructors in my method for training there, with the option of then pooling both of our audiences, and that I would advertise their location and I would promote their location, and people could actually see where and when it was. It was a whole thing. And with that, I got an Aspen address, an Aspen studio, and some of the really coolest, most fascinating women that came in to get certified in my workout method. And to this day, we are still friends with many of them. And I think that was one of my most favorite anecdotes, because it wasn't just about the transaction. It was really like a long-term relationship brand that, yes, it became lucrative in many non-direct attribution ways as well, but also the relationship capital. So the question is to ask yourself, okay, what is my business really great at? Who else has that audience, or who else can do it better? And how do we scale together? Look at all the touch points of your business, and how many of these touch points, stakeholders, whether it's manufacturer, whether it's voters, whatever it is, can you collaboratively partner with so that all parties are motivated to grow? Think how exponentially beneficial that becomes when all parties aren't just doing it for a paycheck they already receive regardless, but they have skin in the game to actually grow. I want to hear some different ideas and collaborations that you have saw, whether it's with influencers or celebrities, or that you've done yourself, or ones that maybe you have a business or an idea and you're looking for help in how do I do this? Post in the comments below. I read them all. I respond to them all. And I will see you guys back here next time. Oh, and if you don't mind, please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button to my channel. It makes a huge difference. It keeps me going. Yes, it keeps me going on here every week. Bye-bye.